Hi everyone, my name is Skylar and today we're starting a new Minecraft Hardcore series. So sit back, grab a snack, make a coffee, or tea if you're weird, and enjoy the video. And just like every other Minecraft Let's Play, we're starting by punching a tree. Now let's go ahead and make a wooden pickaxe. And let's grab some of this stone. And let's make some stone tools. Now let's go ahead and get this coal. Alright, now it's time to find some animals because we need food. Now we have to find some sheep so we can make a bed and sleep through the night. I think I see some sheep over there. Yeah. Nope, I hear bad guys. No. Get away from me. Get away from me. Die already. Thank God. Now I'm gonna make a furnace and I'm gonna cook the food that I got. Okay, it's becoming nighttime, so I'm gonna craft a bed and I'm gonna go to sleep. It's a cherry tree! Oh, it's just one? No! Alright, well, let's pick up some of these petals. And we found a village. Bread, beautiful. Okay, well, I actually feel really good about this spot as a base. We've got the flower forest over there. We've got the village over there. And this big open space right here where we can make a first little starter home. So I think I'm gonna make a chest and put some of our stuff in there. And I might just clear out this area so we have space for a little starter base. Now that we've found the perfect spot to build our house, it's time to gather some resources. So I went to a taiga that was actually really close to our base and chopped a bunch of spruce wood. And then I went ahead and chopped some regular oak wood at a nearby forest. Then I stripped all the oak that I got. I then went ahead and grabbed a bunch of clay. Then I smelted all the clay into bricks. Then I was kinda losing my mind waiting for all the clay to cook. So I decided to go ahead and mine a bunch of sand. Then I did my favorite thing in Minecraft and picked a bunch of flowers. Then I ran out of fuel, so I decided to go mining for coal. And I suddenly realized that I forgot a bed, so I dug myself into a hole. And I needed some iron to make a stone cutter, so I went ahead and murdered this poor iron golem. And then it was time to get building. So recently I listened to the Obsessed podcast with Brooke Averick and Brittany Broski, and they were saying like, why can't I ever like something a normal amount? And I found that so relatable. So I thought I would use this time lapse to tell you guys about all the things that I'm obsessed with. Number one is obviously Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft on and off since I was 11 years old, and it's absolutely my favorite video game that I've ever played. Number two is Taylor Swift. She's absolutely carrying the music industry on her back. She's the best storyteller and lyricist of her generations. Her songs feel like she's putting my thoughts and emotions into words. And I'm actually going to one of her shows in August. Number three is my dog. She's freaking insane, but I love her to death. She's 3 years old, she's a pinscher. You might be able to hear her barking in the background, so sorry about that. Number four is skincare. This is the obsession that has absolutely demolished my bank account, but I don't care. It's my favorite form of self-care and I love it. Number five is Trixie and Katya. Name a better duo. Nothing makes me laugh like these two. Their humor and their wittiness makes me piss my pants, it's so good. Number six is Grey's Anatomy. I've been watching that show since I was about 12 years old, which is probably too young to be watching it, but I wanted to be a doctor for the longest time because of it, but I got over that. And number seven is reading. I love books so much. My most recent read is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which is a book about developing video games, which is not a topic that I thought I would be interested in, but it's written so well, and I flew through that book so quickly. And with the last few finishing touches, our house is complete. Let me take you guys on a little tour. So we've got a little bedroom with a little plant and a picture frame. And then you go through here and we've got a bunch of furnaces. We've got a crafting table, a stone cutter, and a smithing table with a little potted plant. Right now it's just an oak sapling because I didn't have anything better, but you know, it's alright. And then you enter the storage area. In this area, it's not too big, but I think it's enough. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I know it's not too big or anything, but it's just a starter base, and I think that's pretty good for episode 1. Of course, there are a few finishing touches that I still want to add, like lanterns, but for that, we need iron, and I have 2 iron to my name. So that means we're gonna have to go mining. So I picked out this little spot to be our mine entrance. It's pretty close to our base, but it's not like right on top of it. But of course, I can't leave this looking like this. I have to make it pretty. So it's time for just a little bit more resource gathering. So I collected a bunch of spruce wood, then I smelted some cobble into smooth stone, then I crafted a bunch of stone stuff, then I stripped some oak logs, and then I forgot to record me actually building the thing. Whoopsie. And that's pretty much it. That's the mine entrance done. Now we can go mining aesthetically. And so I started mining. I went down all the way to Y16 in search for mostly iron and coal. I exclusively strip mined and avoided any caves I ran into as I was too scared to deal with any mobs without any armor. Alright, so I'm back from mining. This is all our loot. It's not much at all, but it's enough for full iron armor, which I'm gonna make right now. Look at us! We look so good right now. Now that we have full iron armor and are a little bit more protected, I think it's time to move on to our next project. So we've made our starter base, we've gathered up a bunch of resources, but we still don't have some of the basics, like farmland and a place to store our animals. So I want to make a nice big barn and a big wheat field. I think this area over here is good for the barn, and in between the barn and our house is going to be our wheat field. So I'm going to start by making a wheat field so that can grow while we build a barn. Let's make this area a little bit more leveled out so harvesting wheat won't be as much of a pain in the ass. So let's place some water right here and right here. Oop, excuse me sir, what do you want? I'm going to start hoeing the land. Let's start planting some of these seeds. So as we're waiting for these seeds to grow, it's time to do some material gathering. So I gathered a whole bunch of spruce wood, and I stripped it, and then I gathered a whole bunch of clay, and then I smelted all that clay, and in between I did some farming. I then began crafting a bunch of fences and fence gates. I gathered a lot of oak, and made sure to replant the saplings, and then stripped all that oak. And then it was time to begin building. So when recording, I like to plan my builds in creative first, and then use a mod called Litematica to put the builds in my hardcore world. This just saves me a ton of time and makes the whole process of building a lot easier, but it does come with the price of not really involving you guys in the creative process of planning the build. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about that. Should I give you guys a little bit more insight into the whole process, or whatever you think I should do? Another thing is I really don't like to explain what I'm doing in the time lapse, as I feel like you can just see it for yourself and narrating the whole thing would just be redundant. So instead I like to take the time and tell you guys about myself, talk about stuff that has been on my mind, and just chat with you guys. Again, let me know in the comments your opinions on that and what you think I should be talking about in these time lapses. I'm new to this whole thing, so your input really means a lot. Alright, so the main structure is done. Now it's time to add some decorations. And look how much our wheat has grown. I'm just gonna go ahead and harvest some of that. Alright, so now the wheat field is full. I am gonna expand it a little bit later. But first let's decorate this build. First we have to throw torches all around the place so no mobs spawn. And up here too. Come on! Let me get down! Thank you. I'm gonna throw some leaves right here and right here, maybe some right here and over here. Oh no, get away, do not come near me, absolutely not. Alright, it looks like they're leaving. No, get away from there. No, don't run at me. Do not go in. So I'm just gonna place some campfires with leaves like so. And where's my shovel? There it is. And extinguish them. I'm gonna place a wall right here and a wall right there. And fences. Like so. Now I want to put a bunch of hay bales and stuff like that to go inside. But I don't have enough wheat yet. So that's gonna have to wait for a later time. But for now, look at all the progress we made. Alright, so now it's time to lure some animals into our little pens. Here, sheepy, sheepy, sheepy. Come on. Let's go. You guys are gonna have a wonderful life with me. No, they're not. Come on. You guys! I have wheat. They're so confused. Don't worry, cows. We'll come back for you later. Swim a little faster, please. Oh my god. Alright, now the cows. Come here. Bring your friend. Let's go. Don't worry, I'm taking you to a wonderful place where you won't get slaughtered. Shh, guys, don't tell them. Where's the other one? Don't you run away from me. Don't you swear at me, you little shit. I am your mother. Come on. You can do it. You are so slow. Oh my god, this is taking ages. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Yay, they made a baby. Alright, we got animals. So I think now is time we expand our wheat field a little bit, make it bigger, make it nicer, and just make it fit the base a little bit more. Because right now it's just sitting in the middle of nothing, and it doesn't look so good. So I started by making a wall of stone, cobblestone, stone brick, and andesite all around the area where I wanted the field to be. Then I added some slabs and stairs for added texture. And here we have a very satisfying time lapse of me hoeing the entire land. Alright, we've made a whole lot of progress, and I think it's time to reward ourselves with some diamonds. So of course, I went mining. I mined all the way down to Y level negative 53, and I'm forever gonna be mining at that level because I got so many diamonds. Alright, so this is all the materials we gathered, and I would say it was quite a successful mining trip. And now it's time for the true fun, which is making some diamond armor. Let's say goodbye to this iron armor and put on our brand new shiny armor. Look at us! I'm also going to make a sword. And I'm not going to make tools just yet, just because I feel like I'm going to break them and it would be a waste of diamonds. So I'm going to wait till we got some good enchantments instead. And where do we want to display our old iron armor? I'm thinking right here would be good. Boom, 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 boom. There we have it, our old armor. Now I'd like to get some better enchantments on our tools and our armor. So of course, we could do it the old-fashioned way and just try our luck with crafting table. But why do that when we have a village so close by? So the first thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a villager breeder. And in order to do that, we need materials. Material gathering is very necessary, but it's also very boring. So I'm not going to narrate what I'm doing. I'm just going to talk to you guys about some stuff. I hope that's okay. So, before I talked about my obsessions and I mentioned skincare, but I never talked about makeup. And you know what? I literally just did my makeup for absolutely no reason. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to wash it off in like 2 hours. So I don't know why I did that. I don't even wear makeup in terms of every day these days, but every now and then I get this urge to do my makeup. I don't know why, but let me know if anyone relates. When it comes to skincare, 90% of my routine is Korean. If you haven't tried Korean skincare, you absolutely should. It's way more affordable and the quality is phenomenal. But you definitely should know what to get because a lot of it is very gimmicky and stuff. But if you need recommendations, I'm like an encyclopedia of skincare, so feel free to ask me. But I was thinking, if Korean makeup is so good, wouldn't Korean makeup be super good as well? So I ordered some Korean makeup and I tried it, and let me tell you, it's really, really good. The only thing is the shade ranges are abysmal. Like they only have 3 shades, and they're all just pure white. It works for me since I'm super pale, but for other skin tones, it's really bad. My sister is getting married next month, and I'm gonna get my makeup professionally done for the first time. And I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of a control freak when it comes to that kind of stuff, and I feel like I'm pretty good at doing my own makeup. Yeah, and I don't know what it's gonna feel like having someone else do it. So, anyways, I really love makeup. Lately, it's been a little hard since I'm on a lot of medications, and one of the side effects is that my hands get really shaky. So I'm kind of struggling with that currently, but it's fine. Also, can anyone explain why every time I do my makeup, my nose gets runny? What is that? Anyways, does anyone else ever get that thought where you like, I should start a podcast? I will say one profound thing, and immediately I'm like, yes, yes, I should start a podcast. I feel like I feel like the people who actually should have a podcast are very few and far between. Most of the podcasts these days are either people who love shitting on women, people who have a very questionable financial advice, or people who just love hearing themselves talk and have nothing interesting to say. But don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good podcasts out there. Like Brittany Broski's podcast is hilarious. She's hilarious with literally anything she does. Whenever I see her somewhere, I'm like, immediate click, immediately watching. Another one I love is The Basement Yard. I feel like Joey and Frankie are like 2 6-year-olds having the most random conversations, and I'm very much here for it. Alright, you guys, so this is the building done. But now we got the hard part of getting the villagers in there and setting up the farm. You guys, I'm so sad. The entire footage of me getting the villagers and building the breeder has been deleted by OBS. Fuck OBS. I'm so upset. It was so funny, you guys. I was making jokes. I was making Glee references. Man, that really sucks. But it's okay because we got the breeder going. You can see the villagers in there farming and stuff. Basically, the babies are gonna come out through here. We got a dispenser right there. We'll put a minecart in there, press the button, and the villager comes out of here. So that's how the breeder works, but it's gonna take a while until we actually start getting babies. So I was thinking in the meantime, maybe we could work on our base a little bit, improve some things. You know, we don't really have a path going on. We don't really have a lot of details, a lot of decorations around here. So for this path right here, I want to do coarse dirt, path blocks, and andesite. So why don't we look at our storage, see what we have. Okay, we got a few andesite. We got some gravel for coarse dirt. So we don't actually have any dirt, I don't think. Wait, let me check over there. Nope, we got 0 dirt. So I'm just gonna go and collect some dirt. And I'm not gonna make a time lapse out of it or anything. I'm gonna do it with you guys because I realized you don't really get to see a lot of the material gathering and the building and stuff. So I thought, why not just do it with you guys and give you guys some insight on what the whole process looks like.
Oh, how's everybody doing? Have you eaten today? Have you hydrated? I've been having a really hard time with staying hydrated lately. I have an addiction to Spoke Zero and Monster Energy drink. So I've been drinking mostly that and not really drinking much water. Oops, I made a pickaxe. I meant to make a shovel. I've been really thinking on that. I've been limiting myself to 1 can of Coke a day. And I've been really sticking for that. And drinking mad water. So that's what my whole diet, though, is like a whole topic in itself. It's been so bad, guys. It's been really, really Right, that's probably enough dirt. So I'm just gonna place coarse dirt around the edges. Let's see what that looks like. And we'll decide if we want to keep it or if we want to do something different. Alright, that's looking really cute, but I want more. I want more of it. Let's add the andesite and we'll decide if we want to use it or what we want to do. I think we just gotta get rid of this dirt. Of this grass, sorry. See, I think this is cute. I feel like the andesite kind of looks like little stepping stones. I really like this. Oh no. Why? Why did you have to come? Don't want you here. Go away. No. No. Look, he's charging at me. Ow. Ow.
Ah.
Ooh, we got a baby! Look at that! The breeder is working! Epic. Alright, so we filled up a few of these holes. Can't do this one because there's an infestation over there. I do want to add a few barrels right here. Maybe over here. Like that. And another thing that I want to do is I want to make just a little bone meal room. Gonna put up after here. Font poster top. Wait, that. I like that. This. We can put all our seeds in there. It'll turn to bone meal. So that's fun.
Another thing that I've been thinking about for this world is a windmill. But I'm not sure where I would put one. I mean, I could put it like behind the wheat field, but I don't know if it's a little bit crammed with these two buildings. I could also put it up on this tiny little hill over there, but I feel like that kind of closes off the area. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go with that area right here. So I think I'm just gonna flatten this area out, get it nice and prepared for building, and then we'll do some material gathering. You guys! The new Taylor Swift album came out today, and I have thoughts. I wish I had time to go track by track, but that would be a whole video in and of itself. So I'm just gonna talk about some of my faves. Fortnite. Taylor Swift Fortnite skin when? No, but seriously, what a great song. I knew I would like it because I like most of the track ones, and I also love Post Malone. But it honestly exceeded my expectations. All my mornings are Mondays, stuck in an endless February. What a great line. Down Bad. What a great song, y'all. So far, it's my favorite. The chorus is so catchy. Also, crying at the gym. Very relatable, Taylor. But Daddy, I Love Him. This song is giving like a more mature version of Love Story. Too high a horse for a simple girl to rise above it. Is Taylor a horse girl? Also, I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. You really got me there, Taylor. No, but seriously, it's a really good song and I really like it. It's very open and raw while also being kind of fun, you know? The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Oh my, I have a lot to say about this one. One thing about Taylor, if you wrong her, you're gonna get roasted. Matty Healy is crying in his bed right now. You didn't measure up to any measure of a man. Is she talking about his pee-pee? Wow, Taylor. Were you sent by someone who wanted me dead? Did you sleep with a gun underneath our bed? Taylor can't imagine anyone wanting to be with her and not just wanting the media's attention. 'Cause it wasn't sexy once it wasn't forbidden. Maddie stopped being interested as soon as things were out in the open and not just behind closed doors. I could go on, but that's it for today. That's my album review. I hope you enjoyed. So this is the windmill build done. I really like it. I think it came out super cute. It really fits the area. But obviously this makes no sense. This path doesn't connect to anything. And the wheat field is kind of in the way. So I'm just gonna do some terraforming and I'll be right back. Ooh, satisfying time lapse. Okay, so this is what I did. I got a little path winding all the way to the windmill. I'm not sure how I feel about the wheat field being this elongated shape. I don't know. I have to think about it. Maybe we'll change it. We'll see. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the progress we made. So as you can see, we've got quite a few villagers here, which means we can move on to our next project, which is going to be an iron farm. So I'm using an iron farm tutorial from Voltrox, which will be linked in the description. This is a super easy, super simple farm that takes about 10 minutes to make. I've used this design before and I found no flaws with it. I absolutely love it. The villagers and the zombie are all underground, so it doesn't look ugly on the surface. This farm is not the most efficient in the world, but since this is a single player world and we don't need a shitload of iron, this works out perfectly. Alright, and the iron farm is working! This was so easy to build. Voltrox is a king. Let's see how much iron we got just now. 15! That's awesome. But of course, we're not gonna leave it like that. We're gonna build something awesome on top of it. Alright, it's time for the material gathering montage. Voiceover Skylar, take it away. So this time, you guys, I'm gonna tell you an embarrassing story that happened to me about a year ago. So I had this massive crush on this girl in my psychology class. She was super pretty and super cool, and it was one of those things where like I didn't know if I wanted to date her or if I wanted to be her. Anyway, I finally got the courage to ask her out, and she said yes, and I was so thrilled. So the night of the date, I was getting ready, and I picked out the coolest outfit, and I was putting on my makeup, and I felt really good about myself. And then I get there, and the conversation is really flowing, and everything seems great. But I get this weird vibe from her, like she's kind of staring at me. And not in like the sexy eye contact kind of way, but in like this weird way. But everything else seemed great, so I just ignored it. At a certain point, I have to pee. So I go to the bathroom, and as I'm washing my hands, I look in the mirror, and I realize I only have one eyebrow on. I forgot to do my left fucking eyebrow. And I don't have any makeup with me, so I'm just stuck like that. You guys, I was mortified. I went back to the table and I tried to act like nothing was wrong, but I just couldn't. It was so embarrassing. And now looking back, I feel like she really should have told me. Like, be a girl's girl, you know? Help a sister out. But anyways, that's it. Alright, that's the build completely done. But it is missing something. Actually, our entire base is missing something. And that thing is lanterns. Now that we have a working iron farm, oh, that's so loud. Now that we have a working iron farm, we can totally make a buttload of lanterns and just spam them everywhere because I love that. Okay, I made 36 lanterns. Hopefully that should be enough. And now it's time to decorate. I feel like lanterns just add so much to a build. Like, look at that. Look at the difference that made. And one over here. This is perfect, you guys. The sun is starting to set. We are nearing day 100. We are currently on day 99. This video has been so fun to make. I was terrified 90% of the time, but the other 10% was amazing. The sun has set. It is time to go to bed, and once we wake up, boom, day 100. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me. If you could please like and subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!